Hello world, this is Brian Morchini. I'm just going through here and reviewing how the CDCollection class works for my CIS 111B class. Starting up here, we can see it's a public class CDCollection. Underneath here, we have three instance variables. The second and third are instant variables. The second is a count, which is going to basically track where we are in that collection of CDs that we're trying to basically keep track of here. The third one is going to keep a running total cost of what the CDs and how much we're blowing on those CDs. The first one here is creating an array for the CD collection. Now, if we go down to the constructor, we can see that it's going to initialize it with a length of 100 initially. It's going to set the count to 0. It's also going to set the total cost to 0. We scroll down later, and what this basically does, this is their set command, where they're going to set the next item in that list with whatever CD they have. String title, string artist. It's going to bring over the cost of the CD as well as the number of tracks. So going through here, we can see the first thing it's going to do is it's going to check to see the length of this collection, because one of the problems with arrays is that, well, you have a set length when you start out. In this case, we set it at 100, so of course the problem becomes what happens when you hit 101. If that happens and it increases greater than the length, it's going to invoke this private method, increase size. If it doesn't, it's going to go through and add that next CD and all the variables into that array. It's going to increase the cost, and it's going to increase the count to the next one. So what happens when we invoke increase size? We scroll down, and we'll find it down here. It's pretty simple. What it's going to do is it's going to create an array called temp. It's going to go ahead and set the length of array out twice as long as that of the original collection. It's going to create a for loop. It's going to start at 0. It's going to run through each slot inside that array, and it's going to transfer right here everything from collection into temp. Once it finishes that, it'll go through and it'll redirect, or basically redirect the pointer from the old collection to the new temp array. And then once you, of course, exit out of here, temp disappears. Because this is just a local variable within this one method right here. One other thing, which doesn't really pertain, but it doesn't hurt to go through it here, is as you're putting this through, we can invoke this toString. And you can see there's no variables coming in, so this just returns a string. Going through and just get some basic information on the format. And it's going to return and basically a whole string here, giving the details of what that collection is. Number of CDs, total cost, average cost, and yada, yada, yada. And return that in the report as the string. So that's basically my run through here of the CD collection. Reason for running through this is it's very similar in how it works to the array list, which is what we're going through. The big advantage of this over an array, really, when it all comes down to it, is that you can increase or actually decrease also the size of the array as you go, which is really handy because a lot of times, sometimes you'll have an array where it'll never change. Other times, you start out with an array, and next thing you know, you're going well beyond. So it's a nice Java API function to have there. Thank you again, and have a great day.